I'm Nathan Barringer, and I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and my passion for agriculture. I was born into a farm family 21 years ago, and for me, ever since the day I was old enough to understand what I was a part of, I loved it through and through. It's always been something I wanted to pursue as a career, whether that be through farming or in the industry as a researcher or consultant, and finally I'm making that realization come true here at Auburn University. I'm currently standing on the old rotation, which is the oldest continual cropping rotation in the world. Something I'd like to emphasize is that agriculture has been a part of me from the time I was old enough to actually run equipment and long before that as well. I spent most of my childhood on a pedal tractor doing not actually anything productive, but I was still farming. Once I was old enough to throw hay, I threw hay, and then I moved to more advanced things like running equipment. Those were my middle school and my early high school years. In late high school years, it took off and I became the manager of my farm family business, managing hay, orchard production, as well as other ventures we had at the time. Between high school and college, I joined a larger farm, Coal Bottom Farms, in Sparks, Maryland, Glencoe. And from there I learned about grain production, as well as other parts of the industry that I would not have been exposed to if I'd stayed at home. Through Sparks, Glencoe, and Coal Bottom, I was able to experience the mill of Bel Air, research, agronomy as a business, and other things of that type. That brought me here to Auburn, where I changed my original major from a veterinary science major to agronomy. After being minorly exposed to it at Coal Bottom, I realized this is what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. And since then, I've pursued it wholeheartedly. For me, it's so important that we keep learning and feeding the world, because if not, no one else is going to do it. It's so important that we continue to feed the world and create a future for our children and the children to come after that. Something I'd like to talk about is my career goals. As you may have noticed, I've mentioned the mill several times. I'm even wearing a mill hat. That's because this summer I'll be an intern for the mill doing research studies on high-yield corn and a program that works with the environmentally friendly associations to fertilize our plants better, but keep the environment safe, which is very important these days because environmental issues have become such a hot topic with policy of all natures. So something I'd like to hit on is that my career goal as a whole would be to eventually work for the mill or another such consulting agency as a consultant and perhaps even a salesman. I'd like to also bring up how agriculture affects me when I'm not on the job. At home, I have a tremendous collection of antique tractors that I fiddle with on the weekends, because even when I'm not farming, I'm still on the farm and it's still a part of me. Something else I like to spend time with is my animals. I have a tremendous passion for horses, as well as other livestock such as cattle and pigs. We have gotten into the polled Hereford business as well as we're dabbling in swine now. So even when I'm not working, I'm still farming. Because to me, it's not a job. Someone once told me if you do something you love, you'll never work a day in your life. And I find that to be true. People ask me questions all the time too. Is this something you really love? And I always answer yes. You may recall last winter about this time, there was this tremendous craze about the Powerball. And people came up to me and asked me, Nathan, what are you going to do if you win? And I said, well, I don't necessarily think I'll win. But I'll tell you what, if I do, I'll farm until it's all gone. It's all I've ever wanted to do. It could be a big farm or a small farm. It doesn't matter to me. This is what I love, and this is who I am. It's something that's always been a part of me and always will be. And hopefully it's something that one day when I have children, I can instill in them and keep the Barringer family name alive and keep the farming in our blood. Because it's so important these days to be a part of agriculture, because agriculture is a benefit to everyone. Thank you.